Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, the 11th of March 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. The 11th of March 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 MEGA stands for Make Iraq Great Again. Iraq has it all over the place. This is good for Iraq. It'll be good for Iraq. Cockroaches, got to get rid of them. The 11th of March 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z via PDK article. US gas move. Iraq's race to avert power crisis. US has gone full tilt with Iraq to stop Iranian influence and rebuild Iraqi infrastructure. They are adding power plants as well as rebuilding the power structure. This will put Iraq at the forefront in the region, and with that we get the economic reforms or a higher value to lift the purchasing power of Iraq. The 11th of March 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. Inflation's freefall. Iraq hits 2.8%, economic hopes soar. If you look at the Dr. Shabibi plan to get to the reinstatement, you can clearly see, he planned to put the brakes on after each step, then monitor closely for inflation. Folks, the process is working. The 11th of March 2025 Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now, the contract rate on the Iraqi dinar is tied to what Iraq is selling their oil for. That was agreed upon already in a contract with Iraq. We have a very high rate on Iraqi dinar, especially the contract rate, which will be available only at redemption centers. The dong is a very good rate, very strong. The 10th of March 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. America calls on Iraq to end dependence on Iranian energy and welcomes al-Sudani's commitment, quote. The U.S. State Department called on Iraq to stop relying on Iranian energy sources as soon as possible. The 10th of March 2025 Newshound Guru Bridling very basic. It is an inflated inflation. The inflation was created by how many notes they printed. They are producing more oil when it was worth $2 to $3 a pop. According to General Hugh Tant, at one time it was legitimately worth $3. Look at their oil production then, their economy then, the amount of notes they had. They have more customers, producing more oil. All those boxes check off. So what is keeping the value of the dinar down? It is the amount of notes that are out in circulation. That's it. That's all it is. Iraq has the opportunity to call in those notes and add value to its currency. The 10th of March 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru Walkingstick Aki says, due to what the GOI and CBI are instructing us, I am moving my family to the city where the bank is where me and my boss work. The reason why is due to the fact that my boss told me you're going to be very busy very soon. Aki is bringing his family from the state that he lives in, he's bringing them down south of that state to be closer to this bank that he's in charge of. Aki must have a very good idea of this true time frame because he's moving his family to the bank's location. This target date has to be emo within arm's reach. The 10th of March 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z via PDK. A couple of groups are working hard and they are being told that this is their month. Crossing my fingers it is true and we don't get another letdown. But there is certainly a lot of chatter right now. At some point they had to pull the trigger. Fantastic news over the weekend, it just needs to manifest. The 10th of March 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26. It was last month that Sudani said right around the middle of February that at the end of February we will bring the budget tables, then towards the end of last month he says, I'm going to do it at the beginning of March. On the 3rd of March he comes out and he says I'm going to do this at the middle of March. Here we are headed towards the middle of March in about another week. And he just made an announcement, he says I'm going to expose the budget tables at the end of March. We went from the end of February to the beginning of March, to the middle of March. What is April 1st? ND of quarter. What did Dr. Shabibi want when he wanted to release the new exchange rate? The beginning or end of a year or the beginning of a quarter? The 10th of March 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU article. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has concluded its first quarterly meetings of 2025 with the U.S. Treasury Department and the Federal Reserve Bank, held in Dubai, UAE, with participation from international auditing and consulting firms EY, Ernst & Young, K2 Integrity, K2I, and Oliver Wyman. Here we see the meetings I reported some days ago are bearing fruit. We should all realize that Iraq has spent many billions of dollars to update their banking system with state-of-the-art features. Understand, A suppressed currency is not tradable internationally due to lack of faith and trust. Such massive ongoing improvements are aimed at a superior currency that will soon debut on the world stage. Unfortunately, we cannot have a definitive timing. It's coming, so just sit tight. The 10th of March 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article, Government Advisor, 2025 budget will reach Parliament before end of Ramadan. Quote, Saleh indicated that the budget schedules are expected to reach Parliament before the end of Ramadan, which falls at the end of March. The 10th of March 2025 Newshound Guru Jeff, what they've told us is that going into 2025 they were going to end the currency auctions. We know that much. They did say they transitioned to that new method of transferring foreign currencies abroad, allowing specific local banks within the country of Iraq to send the foreign currencies. But they never officially ended the currency auctions. We know the currency auctions have to end at least by the time the rate changes. We also know that from last November through the end of January the currency auctions went up from about $280 million to $300 million. Then in January of this year, went higher from $290 million to $300 million. Their actions of incrementing the currency auctions to higher amounts suggest we're getting very close to nearing the end of this. The 10th of March 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 I know this blessing is coming not because I know a date or a rate but because I understand what the United States Treasury, Donald Trump and Sadani are doing with the CBI. The 10th of March 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, articles. Washington calls on Iraq to dispense with Iran's energy as soon as possible. Major gas projects fixed or floating platforms to boost energy in Iraq. This is so they no longer need Iranian gas, and no longer flare or burn off gas to save money and help the environment. They hope to be independent from Iranian energy within 4 months. There is a huge push to stop Iranian influence so Iraq can move forward. The 10th of March 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat articles. Investment opportunities are expanding, FAO is preparing to transform into the largest industrial city in the Middle East, and MF confirms support for Iraq in developing financial policies. Quote, the development road will transform Iraq into a pivotal commercial center linking the east and the west through advanced industrial cities extending from Al Faw to the Turkish border. All I can say is wow. 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 How can the dinar ever stay at 1/6 of a penny in the near future? Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net